My name's Paul Brooks. I'm a chair designer and I designed the Ahrend2020 range. I think that the idea of the 2020 range is best described as being an integrated concept, and it was a process in which we also tried to exploit the potential of integration in the details. So I'm a great fan of integration. I believe that we were very lucky we started with a clean sheet of paper. Because we started with a clean sheet of paper, we're able to decide where the best position, the easiest positions for the user to place the elements. So for example, instead of having an arm post that interferes with the way that you sit, we managed to move it back. It's a benefit of having a clean sheet of paper and being able to decide where you put things at the beginning. We're also able to combine the back with the arm post, which has a number of benefits. Visually, it makes the chair less complicated. Constructionally, it makes the construction quicker, more affordable, and allows still the same level of quality. We've also carried the same idea of integration into the underside, into the seat, and to the mechanism. Because we started with a clean sheet of paper, we weren't constrained. We don't have to bolt an existing component to another component and add extra pieces. We can actually take pieces away. So for example, the piece that looks as if it's the mechanism really isn't. It's just a housing, a gateway for the cables. The real housing to the mechanism is actually the seat support. And even inside the seat support, we have a unique, a special springing system that allows us, if we need to tune the tension very easily and very simply. So it's another benefit of integration. I believe in integration as well because in terms of comfort, it's possible to achieve, I believe, more comfort with less component. There are benefits in terms of economy, there are benefits in terms of the environment, there are benefits in terms of the aesthetics. If we build the chair with this specification and a mesh back with the lumber, it looks complete, looks as one, not separate parts. The other advantage is that then if we cover it with upholstery, we end up with a very credible, complete chair that looks as if that was the one intended. But even if we do something very dramatic and we change completely, entirely the back shape, the philosophy, we still end up with a very complete product. I believe this is fairly unique and is as a result, in my opinion, of the hard work and the effort put into organising these components in this area. And one of the most pleasant, interesting pieces to use on this chair, I think, is the arm. So not only can we set the arm to accommodate people of different sizes and different widths, I think actually because it's so easy to use, so intuitive, you start to use the arm in a different way, in a way that you've not before. And that in turn encourages and allows you to sit in the chair in a different way and to move, which I think is a good thing. The other benefit of the structural screen is that if and when we apply a lumber, we can develop a new kind of lumber, a more intelligent lumber, rather than just being a piece of foam with a standard piece of plastic on the back. We can develop it to be much lighter weight materials, much more flexible, and in fact the lumber inside is independent, so that if you move from side to side, you get the benefit of each wing following your back. I've described this chair previously as a simple chair. It's not a simple chair. It has to be a complex chair in some instances because it has to have a number of adjustments and features. But I believe because all of those components and functions were thought through in the beginning, and as wherever possible we've tried to share components, loose components. Actually, although it's a fully adjustable chair in certain options, it's still always a very, very simple chair. Simple to look at, simple to use. Can I have a rest? I think the part of this chair that makes me the most proud, I think, is this entire C shape. There's been an awful lot of thought and effort from a lot of people in order to achieve what here is very simple. I love the fact that the controls are just in front of the J-bar, and that it's very easy and obvious to see and to use them, and that they're integrated, in a sense, into this form. I love the fact that although the seat pad sits in top, it's still integrated into that part. I love the fact that the arm is at the rear of the chair so that I can move, and I love the fact that that the arm, when it comes off, that I can move it also very, very, very easily. I can't think of a better way, if I were to start the project again, to lay out this basic skeleton. And the result is that when we change bits, even dramatically, from one back to another back, we always end up with a seamless product. That's the bit that I think we were very lucky with and that I'm very happy about.